Well, I came out to check everybody, and somebody had been playing in the water. I'm not sure if one of the goats or one of the horses, I'm sure one of the horses pushed down on it too far. So I had to put a couple of boards in there so it doesn't have any give now. There we go. That was just for extra splash out for the chickens and the babies that are running around. I figured might as well put it to use if they're gonna splash water out. And this thing, I have a pond liner coming for this. So this will be fixed come beginning of next week. And then my hay shelter, or what's left of it anyway. The cattle panel is pushing the T-posts out. More so on that side than this side. So the cattle panel's gotta go. And my hay guy has a little bit of trouble getting kind of underneath it anyway. It's just a scrap piece of panel I had running around that I stuck on there, and then a tarp I had. I mean, it worked for the summertime when very little rain, as you can see my pasture. I got a little bit of green coming up just because we had rain yesterday. But those are the two projects I have going. And then I've got a new kitchen sink, open, black and metal. Can't wait to get that thing installed and get rid of the pressed wood thing, whatever thing they have in there. It doesn't match anything, and I'm just tired of looking at it, and it's little. And I have no place to put dishes, so this sink will allow me to be able to dry my dishes right in it. And then we have the pigeon cage, or aviary, or whatever you want to call it. It's like almost 6 feet tall, 2x4, or 2x2x2, I think is what it is. But and get her into an appropriate cage that I could actually clean a lot easier than a dog kennel, because that dog kennel is so hard to get into and deal with, and pigeons aren't exactly the cleanest animal. They're kind of gross, honestly. So, and then I'll be able to take that cage outside in the summertime, and she can live outside in the summer, and I think she'd be a lot happier on that. So those are the upcoming projects I have going. So we'll see how they go. A few of the projects says it takes 2 people to put them together. So we'll see if it works with just one. I'll have to improvise a whole bunch just because of the sheer fact I am here by myself. But we'll get to that. And then on to leash training Moby. That's going to turn into a bigger chore than I thought it would ever be. If you're going to get LGDs, and it's one thing to just turn them out in the pasture, but leash train them as a puppy. So if they ever need to be tied up, leashed up, walked, taken to the vet, or anything else that they may need be required to be tied up, they know how to act on a lead. I mean, this pup, I put him on this chain and I just had to let it go. He absolutely freaked out. I was dumbfounded. So, So it's going to probably take me probably a good week to get him to understand that the leash is not going to hurt him, and it's for his own good that he gets tied up. If I have to tie him up if he keeps killing birds during the day, I'll have to just tie him up during the day and let him loose in the evenings when the birds aren't running around, which I don't want to have to do. But I think he's up to, with my light Brahma, I think he's up to 4 birds I know of that he's killed. 2 roosters, a hen, and then that pullet. So, and those birds are part of my survival. I need to have those birds. You know, I was like, I don't know, between the 2 roosters, the full-grown hen, he probably killed $30 or more worth of birds. And that hurts. Especially a small farmer, homesteader, that you, whatever you want to call this, you can't just keep allowing a dog to kill livestock. I mean, he's absolutely, he went from a chicken farm. These people had chickens, but when I put him in with my goats, something changed in his brain that said he needed to protect the goats and not the birds anymore. So it's just a matter of totally retraining the situation. I might have to maybe sacrifice a few roosters and put him in the chicken coop and hope he gets to understand that the birds are here and he's here to protect the birds along with the goats. And we've already gotten in an argument about chasing the horses, so that's been fun. But my horses kind of egg them on a little bit. But we're gonna put a stop to that, because that is not appropriate. And I mean, all my other ones all learned not to chase the horses by getting run over, and I'd hate to see him get run over by one of these horses. I mean, live and learn, I guess. That's about all you can do with some of these dogs. Yeah. I mean, I can yell at him all day long, and he still chases after the horses. So, until one of my horses decides enough's enough and gives him a warning shot, he's gonna continue to do it. Of course, puppies are so much fun to have to deal with. And that's why I didn't want to start over from scratch with a new 12-week-old puppy. That's 2 years of doing this, rather than a year of retraining. But that's life. But I better jump off of here. I tried to get a video of me pulling it down, but I must hit the stop button or something because it did not record. So, we're halfway there. Now we just gotta wait for the thing to arrive. And I may or may not reset T-posts. It's 10 feet wide, so I haven't decided yet. I'll have to measure it. If you wonder why the dogs are barking, because the coyotes are howling. Back up in that pasture somewhere. Not real sure. I can hear them. But we got that. I got it up out of the way. It is now sitting here temporarily until I figure out what to do with it. I probably will end up using it down at the corner of the pond right by that tree. I'm not sure if the last video recorded correctly. I might have been zoomed in too far. But I want to thank everybody for watching. And have a good evening. Hit the button at the bottom if you want to watch more of this crazy woman doing crazy things on her little farm. Thanks for watching.